Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I recently saw a video on YouTube from someone named Kenzie McBrown, and the name of the video was called Boldly Bare. And in that video, she basically just talked about the things that she goes through in her life, and she just wanted to make it just to be real and authentic. And I loved the idea of that video so much, and I wanted to kind of take it and make a play off of it to talk about things that are going on in my own life. We all fall victim to trying to be perfect, and we take pictures or we post things on social media that makes us appear like we have the perfect life, and we don't. It's not true. Nobody, I don't care who you are, nobody has the perfect life, and it's so sad that we do that. And that's why I wanted to make this, because that video that I saw really resonated with me, and that's why I don't have any makeup on. I wanted to try to be as raw and authentic as I could be in this, just to show that really nobody has the perfect life. And I want to talk to you guys about the struggles that I face in my personal life. So my senior year of high school, I began suffering really badly from anxiety, and I didn't really understand it because although I had had hardships in my past from losing my father and such, I had never really suffered like this from anxiety without actually having a reason for it. So I really didn't understand it, and I confided in one of my friends about it, and she kind of made me understand that what I was going through was probably anxiety. She had suffered from it herself, so she kind of understood where I was coming from. And I began talking to someone about it, and to hear someone, a professional, tell me that I actually have a mental illness, that I have anxiety, and that I have panic disorder because I suffer from panic attacks. To hear someone tell me that, it was extremely difficult, and I just couldn't get myself to grasp it because I couldn't believe that I actually had a mental illness. And it was really hard for me, and I still suffer from these things, and it doesn't get easier. I have come to the conclusion that it's real, and I don't feel crazy about it. I don't feel like I'm different, but it is still hard to live with this. It's hard to wake up every day and be scared that you're going to go out there and make a mistake, or that you're going to do something wrong. And it's really, really difficult. And it is even more difficult when people don't understand it, and when they make you feel like what you're going through is not real. And I get that it's a mental illness, and it may not always be physically seen on the outside, but it's real. It's actually happening. And it's so frustrating when people will say, oh, it's all in your head, or just get out of your own head, because I get it's a mental illness, but it's there. It's actually happening. It's things that we're really feeling. It takes over our entire mind, our entire body. And there's been countless amount of times where I would wake up in the morning and just sit there and cry because of how bad my anxiety is. And it's so hard for me to actually go out and do things, but I always find a way. I always find the positive in the negative that I go through, and I always find a way to grow and to continue learning, and to just I find that one thing to keep going, the one thing that I want to keep going for. And the one thing that makes me feel good, the one thing that I love more than anything is performing. And it's not to perform, like social media is a way of performing because we always want to put something out there just to see what other people will have to say. And I don't like performing to please other people. Of course, I love having an audience. I love performing in front of people, but I perform for myself because it makes me feel good. It's the one place where my insecurities go away, where I feel whole, where I feel like myself, I feel complete. When I perform, I'm performing for myself because it is where I feel like my true self. And anytime I'm on stage, anytime I'm performing in any aspect of the word, it makes me feel good. It is where my anxiety dissipates. It's where I feel like I am whole. And I encourage people that suffer from a mental illness to go out and try to find the one thing that makes you feel good. Try to find the one thing that allows you to keep going, and I promise you that it's not easy, but it will feel a little easier. And I encourage people that don't suffer from a mental illness to try to understand. Just do your research, try to understand what people like myself are going through. It is real, I promise. We're not making it up, we're not exaggerating. It is really there. And I just want people to understand that it's not easy living with an anxiety disorder. It's not easy waking up every day and feeling like the room is closing in on you. And when I was going to college, I'm taking online classes now. When I was going to an actual on-campus college, I can't tell you how many times I would drive there and sit in my car and cry and just turn around and go right back home because of how strong my anxiety is. It is there, it is a real illness, and I just encourage everyone to try to understand it more. I thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that if you or someone you know is suffering from anxiety, you will try better to understand what it is and what you can do to help. So thank you all so much, and I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you.